They say when Archangel Gabriel comes, the world holds its breath, tense and waiting. Not in the gentle way a lullaby hushes a child, but with a bone-chilling silence. A silence so thick it drowns out every heartbeat before it crashes down like thunder. I never believed the stories. Old whispers passed down in shadows and ancient churches. Tales told by elders who had seen too much and warned of things unseen. But I learned the truth one cold October night under a pale, living fog. The fog clung to twisted oaks behind my house, heavy with ash and fear's scent. It started with a sound, a trumpet low and mournful, echoing through the mist. My dog whimpered, ears flat against his head, refusing to leave the porch. That's when I saw it. A figure glowing at the edge of the dark tree line, bathed in a light that was dazzling, unbearable, too bright and too heavy to ignore. An angel, I thought, but not the cherubs from Sunday school paintings or stories. This was Gabriel, or at least I hoped it wasn't, and his presence froze my soul. Stories say those who see him first fall to knees, faint, or lose their voice. My breath caught and my legs refused to hold me as the figure stepped closer. The air around him was electric, alive, like moments before a storm breaks loose. His eyes were deep pools of fire and ice, not warm or cold, but vast and endless. His wings, unlike any paintings, hid beneath a cloak of shimmering starlight's glow. No halos, no soft feathers, just raw terror wrapped in the perfection of divine power. "Do not be afraid," his voice came. No voice, but a rumble inside my chest. It shook every bone, yet the calm in that phrase did little to soothe my panic. Gabriel's silence spoke louder than his words. He commanded, shaking the world's axis. I felt a weight pressing down, the knowledge that the world will turn on its head. The stories say Gabriel is not just messenger of light, but also of punishment. He carries fire and wrath hidden behind his gentle, fearsome visage and gaze. He delivers news of birth and miracles, but also warnings of chaos and judgment. I remembered the tale of Zechariah, how Gabriel stole his voice for doubting truth. "Your disbelief will silence you," was the angel's harsh and unforgiving judgment. A silence settled over me now, thick like a shroud, cold and terrifyingly real. With impossibly slow movements, he reached into his cloak and revealed a scroll, ancient and burning at the edges with an unholy, flickering flame of prophecy. The script twisted through languages long forgotten, whispering secrets of lost empires. The lines shifted like living things, revealing darkness, reckoning, and souls condemned. I wanted to close my eyes or turn away, but was rooted to the spot, like a moth caught in a spider's web, completely trapped in this terrifying vision. Then, in a voice like distant thunder crashing, he spoke words heavy with doom. "Prepare. The end is no distant dream, but a visitor knocking at your door. When the trumpet sounds, the veil between worlds will tear, and the earth will quake. I, the flame of God, summon you to witness the final, terrible reckoning." The night held its breath. The wind stopped, and even trees froze mid-sway in silence. And then there was silence, so thick it drowned the blood pounding in my ears. Suddenly, ancient memories flooded back. Gabriel as commander of legions and fire, a force beyond mortal comprehension, destroying and purifying in divine judgment. My voice caught itself somewhere deep in my throat. I tried to ask mercy, but no words came. I was struck mute, as if Gabriel's wrath had silenced me. Moments stretched into eternity. Then, just as suddenly, he dissolved into the mist, leaving behind lingering terror of something greater, darker than I could imagine. Weeks passed, but the night's echo remains in shadows and flickers of my sight. I see glows at the corner of my eye and faint trumpets carried on the wind. Deep down, I know the harbinger's visit was less a warning, more a decree. When Gabriel comes for you, if he comes, you won't see golden wings as expected. You will see fire consuming belief, shattering the fragile walls of reality's light. You will feel silence after thunder, darkness before dawn's fragile, trembling birth. And if you doubt, like Zechariah, he may take away your voice forever, leaving you mute, helpless, haunted, witness to the unstoppable end of all things. So listen close. When the trumpet sounds in the night, beware the silent figure. Because Archangel Gabriel isn't just a messenger of hope, he is Apocalypse's shadow.